Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final segment of Cryptic Thinker birthday game, Not So Live. I think I have plenty of time now. It looks like it says 52 minutes, 47 seconds. Easily done. I have I think 19 more questions to do. Thank you for hanging in there with me. This is just so silly. And also, thank you for hitting like here at Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. So, okay, we're going to move along with the question. Of these choices, I don't know, okay. What amount of weight should one carry on a backpacking adventure? Choice A is 1/6 of body weight. B, 1/3 of body weight. Or C, 1/4 of body weight. Which could it be, ladies and gentlemen? See if you can guess. I'll give you a second. The answer is no more than 1/3 of your body weight. So if you guessed B, you were correct. Okay. This popular 1960 TV series originally focused on real-life prohibition agents who were employed by the Department of Treasury. The leader of the pack, so to speak, had a mission to bring down the bootlegging empire of Scarface Capone. Woo! The name of the squad in the TV show came about because of the supposed honesty and courage displayed by the squad. They couldn't even be bribed by the mob. This really was a fairy tale, but I digress. What's the name of the show? I think we'll do a visual aid next. Guess, I'm going to get up and get the visual aid. Like I said, my pictures are all getting cleaned one by one because I hold them up sometimes. Boy, that's pretty heavy. The answer is The Untouchables, ladies and gentlemen. The Untouchables. Okay, what character is this? And then also, for the heck of it, tell me the actor. It's kind of glary. Hope you can see it. You have it memorized, ladies and gentlemen? Think about me. Think about an earlier thing from part 1. Augustus McCrae of Lonesome Dove is the answer. And of course, it's Robert Duvall as the actor. Surprisingly enough, he also played Eichmann in that movie where they captured Eichmann. I forget what it's called. Capturing Eichmann or something. Whatever. He was an answer earlier because that happened on May 11th. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Okay, so we did that visual aid. I'll do a long one right now while I have some energy. This 1960 courtroom drama film focused on the teachings of Darwin's theory of evolution in the classroom. It's basically a fictionalized version of the Scopes monkey trial, which unfolded in 1925. I'm only going to read part of the additional information because, I don't know, there's just something missing from this not being live. I'm getting mad. I'm getting more angry by the minute over this ridiculous BS. Male bovine excrement. The answer is Inherit the Wind. Additional information. The Scopes trial, formerly known as the State of Tennessee versus John Thomas Scopes, and commonly referred to as the Scopes monkey trial, was an American legal case in July of 1925 in which a substitute high school teacher, John T. Scopes, was accused of violating Tennessee's Butler Act, which had made it unlawful to teach human evolution in any state-funded school. Trial was deliberately staged in order to attract publicity to the small town of Dayton, Tennessee, where it was held. Scopes was unsure whether he had ever actually taught evolution, but he purposely incriminated himself so the case could have a defendant. He was found guilty and fined $100. It's equal to $1,395 in 2017. The verdict was overturned on a technicality, and there's more. You can look that up if you're interested, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Stevie Ray Vaughan, that was Cryptic's favorite, one of her favorites, was heavily influenced by this guitar player who performed at Woodstock. He was rather famous for his rendition of the national anthem, among other songs. While you guess that, I'm going to go back and Cross off that I did the visual. Guess? Give up? The answer is Jimi Hendrix. In October of 1960, the Drifters asked that this particular dance be saved for them. Oh, darling, save the blank dance for me. I have to sing, even if I am depressed. The answer is Last, ladies and gentlemen. Last. Save the last dance for me. In November 1960, this artist had a particular peach state on his mind. It's a singer. Whoops. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. The answer is, drumroll please, Ray Charles, and of course Georgia on my mind, and Georgia is the peach state. Okay. Oh, we'll just go. I'm just going to read them, even if they're all like one subject. I'll still just go through them now. Let's go right here. Even if your backpack is considered to be weather ready, it's important to pack the items within said pack in this type of container so they remain dry no matter what. Come on, you can get it. You can guess it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to refill my coffee. Okay, the answer is waterproof, ladies and gentlemen. Waterproof containers. It's very important. Many hikers and backpacking enthusiasts utilize one of these, which helps the person with balance, stability, and rhythm, especially on rougher terrain. Some have even had to resort to using one to shoo away unwanted intruders like stray dogs on the loose. Killing Me Softly, still going through my mind, Killing Me Softly. And the answer is a trekking pole, a walking stick, or walking/hiking pole are all socially acceptable answers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I know Nicholas knows this because he guessed it before. I never heard of it until I started doing the shows. So it's interesting to me. In 1960, this object was spotted by both Russian and American air defense units. At 15 tons, this was bigger than any country could have sent at the time. It disappeared after about 3 weeks and has been the subject of many alternative researchers since. Very interesting stuff. A lot of my loungers are into this as well, so I like that. I like my loungers. I love them. I didn't wear my ichthyosis pin, sticker, but I do have it back here. And I'll drop links after this. I think I'll drop all the links right here in this one, in this description. The answer is the Black Knight satellite. Black Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, satellite. Okay, that's that. Before Gilligan and the gang landed on their island home, this 1960 movie featured a family that suffered a similar fate. Honestly, this movie was a tad more realistic. Like, what wasn't more realistic than Gilligan's Island, I'm sure. I kind of had a crush on the professor, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I thought he was cute. And it was so strange, he was like asexual. He wasn't interested when Ginger, Gilligan, draped herself all over him or anything. It's crazy. Mary Ann was the cutest, I think. Prettiest, really. Swiss Family Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, now that I've bloviated about Gilligan's Island and their, I don't know, appeal. How did Stevie Ray Vaughan meet his fate? How did he die? Let's see where we are here. Oh, wow, we're winding it down, ladies and gentlemen. The punishment is almost ended for the day. You know, once I am able to use the, which, by the way, if you search, you will see it. You just have to look for the cartoon of me with this face. Tonight, you know, once the 24 hours has passed, I might just do something real quick to test it out. So, be on the alert for that. Okay. The answer is, what was the question? Helicopter crash. She was in a helicopter crash. He was a passenger in one of 4 helicopters ferrying performers from the concert site to Chicago. The crash occurred less than a mile from the concert site. The NTSB report indicated no malfunction. There was some fog and the pilot failed to gain enough altitude, crashing into a hillside. I remember this. Stevie Ray Vaughan was buried in his hometown of Dallas with many music greats. He wasn't buried with them. It sounds like many music greats were buried along with him. They attended the funeral. Eric Clapton, Buddy Guy, and Stevie Wonder, to name a few, attending his funeral. There's the rest of it. Okay. Wow. All right, so helicopter crash, took the life of our dear sweet. Couldn't stand the weather. I love that song. This law enforcement agency has been in action for over 200 years and is almost worshipped by many who live in Texas. The current version of said agency is a small and rather focused group that deals with specific crimes. Gus and Woodrow on Lonesome Dove played 2 of these types of law enforcement officers. And I'll tell you a little story because I think I have enough time. The answer is the Texas Rangers. Let me give you info and then I'll tell you a story. I even have right here in my note. Okay. Here's a bit more info, and Benny will provide a link, which I don't know. Benny, can you drop the links in the comment section? I'm sure. The history of the Texas Rangers spans nearly 200 years. Thousands of Rangers patrolled the frontier, fought in military battles, and arrested cattle rustlers. Their story contains heroic acts of bravery, but also moments that challenge our idea of the Rangers as noble lawmen. I know it comes as a shock. They protected settlers and enforced laws, but also sometimes executed thieves without a trial, drove Native American tribes from their homeland. Yeah. And some Rangers even lynched Mexicans and Mexican Americans along the Texas-Mexico border, Tejas and Mexico. Since 1935, the organization has been a division of the Texas Department of Public Safety. It fulfills the role of Texas State Bureau of Investigation. As of 2015, there were 162 commissioned members of the Ranger Force. You know, there are some decent Texas Rangers, clearly. One gentleman, his sister had been, remember that murder in Dallas where she was a telephone operator? She worked for the Bell Company, and she was going to work something. I think it was on a Sunday. It was strange. She had to go in, and she was raped and killed in a little room outside, where you parked and whatnot. She had a Mustang car, and they found the Mustang and all this jazz. Well, her little brother was little at the time. I don't even know the age, 10. I'm just making that up. I don't know for sure. Young. And he told his father that he would basically solve this crime no matter what. He grew up and became a Texas Ranger, and I think that crime was solved. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure at least he got somewhere with it where no one else did. Unfortunately, his parents died before he could let them know what happened, totally. Very fascinating. It was on that Investigation Discovery that I used to watch all the time. So, okay, also, I wrote here, maybe tell the story about how Dr. Jensen freaked due to a ranger coming to the clinic. All right. Hang on, let me get a breath. I have to use the facilities, Bday. One moment, please. Okay, first of all, I got the job at the River Oaks Animal Hospital, 2614 Edlow, on July 11th, 1983. I can't believe I do remember that. 7-11 is how I remember. Anyhow, I was such a Yankee when I worked there, big time. I mean, I was from here. I was 19 when I moved to Texas. So, first of all, whenever... this doesn't have anything to do with Texas Rangers, but I think it's kind of cute. Might jazz up the show a little, bring me some joy. Just go along with it. Okay. I was taking a dog out to a client's car for her, and suddenly I looked up and there was the Goodyear blimp. I totally freaked out. I ran to the clinic and I said, did you know the Goodyear blimp is flying over? Oh my goodness. And I'm all, look, come watch it. Nobody seemed to care. They just sort of rolled their eyes and kept on with their drawing blood or whatever it was they were doing at the time. Here, of course, the Goodyear blimp was docked on I-45 North. And there was a big hangar. It was it'd be like, I don't know, what would it be like? Somebody seeing balloons, hot air balloons flying over all the time when there's a balloon club in the area. They didn't care. It's part of their scenery, but I did. Okay. Then we had a client that Dr. Jensen rarely came out. Hang on a sec. I'm sorry. I had to blow my nose. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Anyhow, Dr. Jensen wasn't one to come out and talk to the client like when they picked up the animal, but Joyce or Liz or somebody at the desk would tell them details, give the Miss Muffy 5 drops of this or whatever. Well, one day he was all animated and frisky and like real friendly, which is kind of odd for Dr. Jensen, but anyhow, he passed away. Within the last few years, I found out here, but he went out and was talking to this client, was all like in love and just freaking out and practically worshiping the ground he walked on. And he left and everybody's like, do you know who that was, Lisa? Do you know who it was? Mind you, the River Oaks Animal Hospital is located in one of the richest areas in the nation, if I'm not mistaken. River Oaks in Houston. So this was, I took care of like la-di-da dogs, la-di-da. It was a Texas Ranger. That was the big news. And I'm like, what the heck's a Texas Ranger? I didn't care. But in Texas, especially for a native Texan, this was a big deal to have a Texas Ranger. I mean, there's only, 160-something of them. It's a very elite group, small, So Dr. Jensen was all over the moon that a Texas Ranger came in and brought his dog to the clinic or what have you. And I thought it was silly. I was more excited about the blimp. But Dr. Jensen's office was filled with, all kinds of Texas memorabilia, Lonesome Dove stuff, all Texas this, that, and the other. He was a Texan. Big, tall Texan. When I went back to visit in 2001, having moved home in 93, he was so fun and nice. Okay, anyhow, I got a picture of us together. Moving along, thank you for listening to that. Like what twist? You could fast forward, I guess, couldn't you? All right, this movie, which features Cryptic's favorite color, okay, was nominated for 4 Academy Awards and starred Tom Hanks as a death row prison guard. The plot tells the story of John Coffey, convicted of a crime it is later revealed he did not commit. Coffey is imprisoned on death row where Paul Edgecombe, that's Tom Hanks, is a corrections officer. The movie follows the 2 men as Edgecombe discovers that Coffey has an amazing, C-O-F-F-E-Y, has an amazing healing power. Her favorite color is involved in the answer. I tried to get fun questions involved with colors. It's hard to do. The answer is The Green Mile. It did not win any Academy Awards, by the way. I watched that. I was literally haunted for 3 days. I couldn't sleep. It haunted me. I couldn't take that the one guy was so rude, not making that sponge wet to execute the other gentleman, whatever. This nut has naturally green flesh, but is not really noted for it. The trees from which the nuts are harvested are native to Central Asian nations such as Afghanistan and Turkmenistan. They are an important crop in Iran and are also harvested in California and Australia. While still on the tree, the shell splits partially open of its own accord during the ripening process to reveal the nut inside. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? Can you guess? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Pistachio nut. Yep. Wait, which one do I want to do here? Okay. You ain't as green as you are young. You ain't as green as you are young. Hey, baby, it's you. Okay. There's a line from this John Mellencamp, who was known as John Cougar at the time, hit song from the 1980s. What's the song? Ready for the answer? Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Hurt so good. What was the meaning of the word green in the Mellencamp song Hurt So Good from the 1980s? The lyric is, you ain't as green as you are young. So basically, what did he mean by that? Wow. Boy, this is tough. Okay. I got to wear the same shirt that I did yesterday for my 30-second video. I figured nobody'd notice. Okay, the answer is inexperienced. You aren't as inexperienced as you might look, whatever. That's the answer. Something equivalent to inexperienced would do. Ladies and gentlemen, Cryptic, while I have you here, email me your mailing address, because lucky you get the packet that I made. And, of course, you get the, the whatever game, what would this be called? The what the heck's going on card. I didn't have white paper. I don't have any white cardstock paper, so I had to do yellow. Was going to do green for your favorite color. I didn't think these things would look good on green. Okay. Moving along. Oh, just a couple more. Oh my God, no! If person A says to person B that he's looking green about the gills, what exactly is person A trying to impart? One left. Let me just make sure while you guess that. Let me go through and make sure. I could pause, but I want to, seem more realistic by not pausing. I think I forgot to ask a question recently. I don't remember what it was, though. Came to me while I was in bed for the night. Do 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 ding 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 dong ding ding dong ding ding dong ding dong dong ding 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 dong. Name that song. Extra credit. All right. We're done after this. A main east-west running thoroughfare in Houston, Texas, happens to share a name with a famous sex therapist, media personality, actress, voice actress, and author, who caused many to clutch pearls due to her open and straightforward discussions about sex, sexually speaking. She was born in 1928 and is a German-born Jewish immigrant to the belly of the beast. I lived right off this highway in Houston, a couple times. When I first moved there at Hayes West Apartments, and the last place I lived, which was at this and Winrock Drive. Yeah. Like I could walk across this road to go to I was a vegetarian back then, vegan even. And I went to this Italian place that they didn't have, it was really good. It was all vegan type Chinese food. Super good. Love it. I think it's called the Vegetarian Delight or something. The answer is Westheimer. Westheimer is the road, and the doctor is Dr. Ruth Westheimer. We used to get a charge out of her. I think she caused a lot of older folks to clutch pearls because they, weren't used to such shenanigans. Okay. All done here. Thank you so much. Thank you for hitting like. Thank you for coming over to this bizarre non-live gig of Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging, while coming at you with thoughts of the day in honor of our dear Cryptic. I hope people watch this. I don't think they will. I really don't. At any rate, maybe you could share it with people or what have you, but thank you for coming over and honoring Cryptic. Cryptic, I apologize. I didn't know I was doing anything illegal to get this jail time that I have going on. So, anyhow, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join me. Birds, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, of course, that war is indeed a racket. No need to take my word for this. I am just a woman doing videos in her kitchen who's been suspended from going live. Really insane. I'm getting mad now. Can you tell? Angry. Anyhow, don't take my word for it. Just check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Mother was concerned that somebody was after me on YouTube, and she's afraid I was going to get hurt. She's worried. She doesn't know how this works. So I had to explain to her that it's, a robot. It's not, there's nobody after me, except for the person that keeps giving me thumbs down all over. Not sure what that's all about, but get a life. Love you. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to the non-live gig. Thank you. See you later. Love you.